Hello, hello. How's everyone going on this Friday night? Because I completely confused you once again with having a card class last night, so I completely forgot about it, despite, messages and all the rest going off on my phone. So I hope you're all well, and I'm just doing the last minute fiddling to get up the views so that I can see when people are chatting to me on this Friday evening. And I have a quiet house. Just my daughter is home. Hubby's still at work. Kyle's out and about and Darcy's working. So I am here without the cat as well. So it's all good. So I thought I'd show you a few things. I've made a card during the week and I thought I'll do it again just to show you another way to use our products, obviously, on a card for somebody that I thought needed one over the holidays. I heard that they had a wonderful experience, so I'm going to share those with you. So I'm going to be showing you sending you thoughts, which is a free item for any $90 of products that you buy. So you will receive this stamp set that comes mounted comes like this, and I can't find the cover. No, not the cover. Oh, I'm moving the camera. Sorry, guys. I can't find the sheet to show you the words that goes on the back of this, on the back of here. But anyway, it comes with a sheet that's got all of the stickers on it like this, and then you adhere the back to it. There you go. And then through your clear blocks, they're ready to go. So this is fantastic. It's got some really lovely sentiments on it. So I'm going to be using this one with a great big wish for happiness. What's this I hear? Well, all I can say is you'd better be ready. You better already be ready. Oh my gosh, I can't even read. You'd be better already. Oh my God. If loving thoughts could heal. Happy birthday. Another sensational year of you. Congratulations. Thanks. And sending a little someone. So there's a few sort of, open-ended statements that you can decide to finish yourself if you like, or use another stamp set and combine them both. That's a great way to do it as well. Hi, Jacqueline. G'day. How you going? Is it warm down there? It's pretty humid here, and of course you've probably seen on the news the smoke has been around. That's, little problems that we're dealing with. Obviously, other people who are still either fighting fires or dealing with the repercussions of that are dealing with that. So we can complain a little bit about smoke, because that's really not going to affect us all that much. So what I've gone and done is I have used an old die set that is now retired, the Heart Collection framelets. And since found out, of course, there's a Hearts die set called the Stitched Be Mine that is current, but I haven't got that. So that's why I've used these. So I've used both of them. Oh, it's yucky. Oh, that's not good. The weather's yuck. Ugh. Sorry about that. So what I'm going to do is run them through an embossing folder. So let me just disconnect my cable to the phone so that it doesn't keep knocking things over. And I'm going to be using the Country Floral Designer 3D Country Floral embossing folder, and the beads and baubles as well. And the thing that I want to make sure that I do with the beads and baubles is place it so that it's centered to the image here. Hey Rails, you've been online for a little while. I saw you watching somebody else's video as well while I was preparing. I'll go back and watch theirs later as well. So when you place this in, just be aware of how you want the imprint to be on your cardstock. Because if you want it like that, then that's great. But if you want it like this, that might work for you or for your card, obviously. So just be aware of where you want that to go and then move it accordingly, as in when you're ready to put it through the big shot, which I'm going to try and struggle and do now. Yeah. Hi, Alison. Hey, it's a reunion, guys. G'day, g'day. Okay, so cue the big shot. Cheryl, that's right. I couldn't remember who it was. I've had it on for a while I've been listening to my Spotify account. Okay, let me just remove the cable from the phone. Oh, there we go. Sorry about the shaky. Okay. Oh, now hang on. I'm going to get this wrong, I know. Okay. Take tab 1 and 2 out. Make a sandwich. Hope that I've done it right on the camera. Oh, it's not very tight, so I might actually run. Hey, Nathan. Howdy. Getting some tips for your wedding cards? That might be, no, wedding invites, I should say. Okay, so there you go. You can see now that that's actually come through really lovely. I don't want it going through too hard because that will actually damage the cardstock. So I'm not sure if you've worked out, but I've got 2 hearts going here. So yes, I'm making a wedding card for 2 females. So I'm going to line this up because I'd like the flower, the rose here on the country floral embossing folder, but I don't want it right in the middle, and I'll show you why in a minute because of what I'm going to do with it later. Oh, it's moving. So, wedding invites are done, Nathan. And sitting, oh my gosh, I want to come and see them. Okay, so now with this 3D folder, remember, you remove one of the plates. I don't know why I removed that. You remove one plate and you run that through like that. Oh. So as I said, I've discovered a woman that I know through work, married her, married her fiance of 21 years in a beautiful ceremony during the holidays. So they both had gorgeous wedding dresses on. They just looked stunning. So I raced home that night and decided to make this card for them so that I could give it to them the next day. So it was nice. Okay, let's open this one. Oh, I'm all fumbling. There we go. I just love it. Look at that. Look at all that detail. Beautiful. Okay. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So there you go. You've got the 2 embossing folders that show enough detail on the hearts, just so I hold it there in the right place. And then the only thing I needed to do was to run this backing through it. Well, not backing, a mat, I should say, because then the very vanilla cardstock will go on the white. So I'll do that quickly now too, while I'm standing up, because that's how I work. And I'm running the Whisper White through the subtle embossing folder. So how's everyone's weekend going? Or beginning or ending, or as it may be. We had a busy weekend last week, and this weekend we've got my brother-in-law's 40th, so that will be great. And the usual kids working and cleaning of the house and all that kind of thing. Last week we went to Midsummer Festival, and that was so much fun. It was great. Got a posse under the pub where the radio station was blaring and talking about what was going on. And hi, Karen, how you going? And it was great because we were in front of the pub where the MC was, who happened to be Joel Creasy. All of the, not the stalls, all of the people that were participating, of course, played up to him right in front of us. That was wonderful. So I've used the subtle embossing folder, and it just gives a bit of a linen look. So it takes away that real stark look to the Whisper White. And then what I'm going to do, which I haven't tonight, I normally put the tape on the back ready to go. Roseanne, howdy, how are you? So I'm going to stick that all down here as I lean over. So yeah, we've got something on tomorrow night, but then it's generally a bit of a quieter weekend, which is okay. Especially after I've been back at work, first full week with the children, trying to get them back into the routine of childcare and eating, you know, at the times that we do rather than whenever we all want to. So we've all taken a bit of time to recover from that. It's nice to be able to eat whenever you like to. So keep in mind, if you see any of the products here that you like, you can contact me and I can help you order them, or you can order them online through my page, through my shop, which is joeweedon.stampinup.net. Or you can call me, email me, come on over, and I can help you order them. And again, anytime that you get an order, for every $90, you can get free products during celebration time. Jackie, what are you doing? Nothing exciting here, job applications and housework. Unless Mr. 17 wants to catch up. Cool. Yep. Yeah, they're nice, Karen, aren't they? That's what I was saying earlier, the card that I made earlier this week was using retired products. So I wanted to make sure that I used current ones for this, obviously. So with these, with the hearts, I'm going to place them on here, but probably lift them up with a bit of dimensionals. So let me just, oh no, I've got some here. Here's some I prepared earlier. And I think because this is still kind of plain, I'm going to brush over it with our Wink of Stella. So I'll do that shortly, but that just gives it a bit of bling. Let me see if you can see. Because you guys get a different view to the way that I do. So I'll run over that and it'll just give a little bit of bling, of course. So it'll be really, really nice. But I'll put this on first. And here we go, taking the backs off. I usually have all of this prepared. What am I doing? Making you all watch, hey? That one. And then the biggest decision, I guess, with something like this, with the peacock, or beads and baubles, as it's called, is you work out whether you want the indentation happening or whether you want it, what's the opposite to indentation? If you want it popping up or popping in, like an innie or an outie, what would you like? Because then it can sometimes change the way that it looks. Like obviously if you do that, that's a bit, I don't know which one I prefer. I think I like this one. Rails, if I can help you with your mojo, I'll help you. I've been thinking of you because I thought I might come for a drive or catch a train down on a Friday or something. Come down and see you on the other side of the state. Can you stamp my passport for me? Would that be okay? Okay. So these are all on now, and then that means that while I chit-chat, you can... Oh, now I'm going to put this... I've already stamped the rectangle of where I want the wording, so I might actually leave that off. Or move this over. Okay, you've got to be careful with the dimensionals. You can take them off, but it's almost like the glue has on the dimensionals have an expiry time, and it's like within minutes it knows that you've removed it. Sometimes it works really well, And sometimes it's not. The Stampin' gods aren't as generous. Oh, not too bad. So, and they are so good. They just stick to everything. So if I'm clever again, I can actually cover up this little blotch that I've just done by moving that there. And I'm going to put another, rather than trying to rip off the other one and possibly damaging my heart, I'm going to put that back like that. There you go. And then I can place this down. Oh, I'm all over the place a little bit, guys. Sorry. No, I'm still going to wait. I'm still going to wait, I should say. Okay. So cue the embossing. So what we've done here is embossed, but this is dry embossing. So the next technique is wet embossing. So using your embossing buddy, you remove all of the static from your cardstock. And then what I also like to do too, just in case there's anything going on the stamp, is give that a bit of a puff with the embossing buddy as well. And then using the embossing, the Versamark, tap, 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 and place that down like that. And then very carefully, because you don't want to get your fingers amongst that, because you'll smudge the Versamark. And using your tray or your paper, you can also just give the tray a wipe over with your embossing buddy. So you pick up your sentiment piece, which I've actually cut first, which you don't always have to. You can, I often usually emboss first and then cut from the bigger piece, but same but different. So Rails, with the heat and everything and other stuff going in your life, it's okay if you don't want to play at the moment. You'll find your time. There we go. So that's stamped on here. And then I'm going to get a bit noisy, but I'll move all this out of the way first. Otherwise, I'll blow all of that everywhere. So I'm going to try and stand up and show you, because friends like Nathan may not have seen the way that this works. So you can see it's fairly dull there. So once you put the, g'day Wendy, how are you? Thanks for watching. Once you put heat on it, it will change it. So let me bring it up a bit close. And I'll see if you can see the magic. There we go. Ooh, I'm burning my fingers. I have to turn it around. There we go. Getting a bit hot there. There you go. Shiny, shiny. Do. And then, of course, I'm going to put that onto the base of Very Vanilla, just like I have with the cardstock, because that's what I almost always do. The sentiment follows the colours of your matte and your cardstock. So when you're using the tear and tape, I often tell my participants or the children in the card class or whatever, if your tape goes over the edge, you don't have to worry about cutting it off, because that gets your scissors all gummy. Just fold it back. And you can even just run your finger along the edge like that, just to pull it back a little bit. And then that'll be fine. Okay. Mount this on here. And then our little magic dimensionals again. That only needs 2 or so, because it's not a huge piece of cardstock. Okay, I'm going to place this, only because I prefer to, with this particular card, I'm placing it so that all of these layers are relatively the same distance from each other. Put that down there, and then I'm going to work out where this one can go. So if I had have done it like that, of course, it'd have covered the sentiment. Oh, Nathan, I've already been thinking about your cards and everything, knowing our history, knowing that I need to step it up. Challenge accepted. So I might move that over, and if I want to, I might place that there, like that. And if I wanted to, if there was a bit of a gap here that bothered me, I could actually put a touch of glue underneath to help hold it together, like that. But so far, so good. I'm just putting it out there though, Nathan. It may not be a serious wedding card because, you know, it's not what you need. Okay, so remember I said to you that this flower I didn't want completely in the middle. The reason is because I'm going to put some detail on these cards, on the hearts now, so that it's not just super plain. So I'm going to pull off these smaller string of pearls that we've got in our catalogue, and just to give it a little bit of femininity, I'm going to try to make this look like it's a necklace, but it needs a little bit of coaxing to roll around. Here we go. That's not quite even, is it? It's got to go around evenly. Do you think that'll work? Or maybe I should move it in. Oh, I'm all thumbs today. It's not quite working for me. Can't have this for Nathan's first live video of mine that he's watching. He knows exactly how professional I am. Okay, it's not working, so what I'll suggest is to cut it down, because then that will relieve the pressure on the glue. So put that down like that, and then start turning them a little bit. Hi Lynn, howdy howdy. Another one from the other side of town. Okay, I'm concentrating, so I've stopped talking, sorry. This is frustrating me a little bit. I just want to get the bottom of it curved, and I'm sorry I can't see the camera at the moment, so if I'm moving too much I apologise. Okay, that's getting there. So we're just, there we go. We're just persuading the beads to turn around. There we go. That's better. That's kind of how I wanted it. You see that? There you go. The only thing I haven't done is the shimmer. I forgot about that bit. So then I'm going to use one of the larger pearls and put that down on here. There you go. And then, but wait, there's more. This is where I'm going to put the other ones. Because as I said, it just needed something. It's all a bit too flat. And women in a wedding need a bit of bling. Something shiny. There we go. Okay. There we are. So this is fairly similar to the card that I said I gave away during the week. Slightly different embossing folders, however. And I haven't got a congratulations stamp out at the moment, so I won't run away and try and find that. But I put a border. I did what I've done here. on the inside, I did another matte of vanilla, very vanilla, and then a matte of Whisper White. And in the middle, I put congratulations. So just super simple on the inside because I want the outside to do the talking. But like I said, this is annoying me with that sticking up here. So I do think that it needs just a tiny bit of persuasion with a bit of glue on there. It's nice, isn't it, Alison? Cream and white. I was surprised when I sort of built it last week, or earlier this week, I mean, and put it all together. I don't think I've made a card with vanilla and white like this before. I'm just going to hold that down so that it dries. There we go. Thanks, Karen. And it's not difficult. Like if you choose this to be the female heart, and then you choose this one to be a male, you could put a bow tie on it. You could use, there's a chevron type embossing folder. There's a couple of different ones, even the bricks and mortar if you wanted it. I don't quite know how that'd work, but something like that would work if you want a traditional wedding card. And then obviously for two grooms who are getting married, you just double up on the embossing folders that are appropriate for those guys that are getting married. And it's easy enough. You can do it gold, you know, do all of your embellishments, etc. in gold. You can do the, oh my gosh, embossing, your wet embossing in gold, and use the coloured pearls. Where are they? This would look really nice. This is the metallic pearls, so you could use those. It's just up to you. Step it up, work it all out, and be sure to share it with me. I'd love to see it. Yeah, so be sure to share my page, please. I would love you to. If you've got some ideas to help me with for next week, I'd be happy to present something that you've assisted me with by giving me an idea. And I can certainly help you. Rachel's just walked in and she's thrown me out. She's hungry. I know, we haven't eaten yet. Here we go. We'll just give a little bit of pressure for this pearl to come through. I've lost my train of thought now. She's thrown me. So the idea is share the love. Let me know how I can present another video for you. Any products that you like that you see here that I can help you buy. Come over and have a play. Whatever, girlfriend. But this now can go into my stash. I'm not using my camera very well tonight, I'm sorry. This can now go into my stash, and it means that I have another card for when somebody else is getting married that I'm able to give it to. Or it's given me an idea for doing more wedding cards, however they may be getting married or where or whenever or anything like that. So before I ramble on too much more, I'm going to say goodnight. Just finished colouring this and get all that beautiful detail on our rose. There we go. I think that's going to be enough. Otherwise I'll drench it too much. Ta-da! There we go. That works. So thank you. I've got some love hearts. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Have a great week, and I will see you Thursday next week, promise. Have a great week, and thanks for fumbling through with me. See you later. Bye.